What's going on, guys? Spencer here with HM Massage. Just staying inside these last couple of weeks, but it's imperative that we still stay healthy and stay on top of our self-care, especially during these weeks when we're doing less activity, we're staying inside, we're eating more, we're working out less. So it's important to do your self-care. And of course, items to do the self-care always make those a bit easier. So today I wanted to show you my collection of self-care items and talk to you about items that you can use at home to do self-care, throw in a few alternatives if you don't have the exact items, and basically show you how you can still take care of pain and tension and injuries yourself at home or away. Alright, so let's hang out a bit and go over all these items just for fun. I've got my foam rollers next to me. We'll go over those in a second. The first thing I want to say is that the biggest self-care items that you can use in your house pretty much cost no money, and they will be able to take care of 90% of any of your issues. And those are a wall for stretching and any form of ball. So you can use tennis balls. This is literally what I had as the only self-tool for the longest time, was just a tennis ball. And this right here, you can just press it up against your back and push against a wall. You can push against the floor. This right here will relieve so many knots and get rid of so much pain by itself. So tennis balls are very important, as are walls for stretching. So make sure you got your tennis balls. See if I can still juggle. Oh. Hey. Another good trick is to put a tennis ball in a sock, and this way you can still throw it on your back and then you can control it with the handle. So tennis ball in a sock along with the tennis balls. As you progress further from the tennis ball, you want something harder, you want something more specific, you can move to other balls. So golf balls are very good at finding very deep, very specific trigger points. You can also go out and buy yourself a trigger point ball. This is firmer than a tennis ball, but not quite as hard as a golf ball. This is probably my favorite because it doesn't hurt quite as much as the golf ball, but it still gets some really good pressure on the areas that are hurt, namely the back, the forearms, IT band, TFL, all those areas. Trigger point ball. And then I actually have two golf balls in here, and once again in a sock, and then you tie off the sock, and you can take these golf balls, put them back there, lean against the wall, ground, wherever, and press into it and hold for any tender areas. So ball, 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 ball. I also have this giant spiky ball I picked up. It's squeezable, kind of plastic, but a bunch of little spikes on it. That's good for big muscles like the glutes and the legs. And it gives some good pressure. Even just rolling it in your hands feels pretty good because of the spikes. From there, I would probably suggest getting a foam roller. So foam rolling is the other best, most basic tool for self-care. So you have your traditional foam roller, just a black foam. Got a little bit of a textured foam roller, so still foam, but just with a few ridges and textures. And then you have a small foam roller, kind of a travel-sized foam roller. And then you get into the hard ones. So this is my softer one, but these ones are the ones that have the really thick rubber on the outside, plastic in the middle, black ridges. This is my hardest one. That's pretty hard. So this one, when I foam roll, it hurts like hell, but it's really gonna rip apart the fascia and all that stuck muscle adhesions. So I have my levels of foam rollers. Most people, I would say, start with the basic foam roller. This is gonna hurt a lot when you use it, but utilize the foam rollers. Those, the balls, and the walls will literally take care of most of your issues. Then we start to get into some of the fancier stuff. One of the first fancy things I bought was my Theracane. This is really nice because it does everything the balls do. You can just utilize it a lot more. So you hold it and you poke along your back. Let me show you. So you just poke, you find a spot, and then you just hold it. You can torque it. So the Theracanes are really nice because you can really find an area and then hold it specifically. You can also take these things, rub them into your forearms, your neck, your legs, pretty much anywhere you can use a pressure ball. This will do the trick. I bought the Theracane because it's kind of the original Theracane, but there are better Theracanes out there. They're namely just thicker structures with better knobs. This is a little bit flimsy, and so when I'm really trying to get some deep pressure, it just doesn't quite do it. So look at different alternatives or just go for the original Theracane, but great tool right here. Got this little massage toy thing from my first massage job actually, in kind of like a gift bag, but it just has 4 knobs on it. You can find an area on your neck and rub it, forearms, shoulder, just kind of hold it and then rub it. A dog actually got to it, so this one is all chewed up right there. Let's see. I don't know if that's loading or not. But that knob is all chewed up, so doing it on bare skin kind of hurts actually, because it's all cut up. So, little massage tool thing. So that does it for all the handheld kind of massage tools and devices. Of course, I have a set of bands here. These are just going to stretch. You're going to utilize these to stretch out your shoulders, legs, chest, etc. It's always good just to have a handy band or handy stretching bands that you can use. If you don't have bands that you can stretch with, use a broom. Everybody should have a broom. The handle on that is perfect for doing thoracic extension, subscapular stretches. A lot of tools can be replaced with just the broom handle. So try that out. Another band here. This one has kind of holes along it, so that one you can utilize to stretch out hamstrings and feet a little better. Now let's get into some of the cooler stuff. This right here is a Pro Squeeze massage tool I got. Someone just sent it to me. But basically you undo the handle here. You find an area that's tight. I use it on my forearms a lot. And then you just squeeze the handle till it gets closer, closer, closer. And then you find a good pressure, squeezes really tight, which I like. Now that it's squeezing, then I just move my hand around. And that's gonna pin and stretch your muscles. Although it's tender, it feels really good. So I'm a big fan of this Pro Squeeze tool I got. Undo it, find a new place, and squeeze again. But just because there's a fancy tool that squeezes it for you, you can get the same effect with a tennis ball and just rolling against the ground. So you don't always need to go buy something to get the same effect. There's that. And another variation of that is just this one. You rest on your leg. You can kind of control the pressure by taking that out, putting it back in. Set it at 3. Squeeze the top, and then this one you literally roll your hand through like that. This one is different because you're getting the movement, you're actually rolling, so it's a little bit more of an effleurage, whereas the other tool is literally a pin and stretch, so it's only pinning down on the one muscle, and then you have to move your hand to kind of rip apart your muscle basically. This one is a little gentler and probably what I would do to warm up first. But once again, you could do a foam roller, you could do a tennis ball. I've got cups. Always want a cupping set because you can just suction your cups onto your muscles. And if you don't mind the big red ring they're going to leave on you for 5 days, then this is a great way to get a lot of tension on yourself, especially in the neck and upper traps. Just grab the cups and suction them. And of course I did a video on this, but I've got my massage gun. Just a massage gun. Lots of vibration. Massage gun. And last but not least, I have some just pretty light weights. So weights, obviously I'm not going to get a killer workout with these because they're 5 pounds, but you can use these to just add range of motion to your exercises. You can do a thoracic stretch where you lay on your couch and then just let your arms hang. And adding the weights to that will just increase the stretch and increase the range of motion you get from it. So anything to add a little resistance is going to go a long way. And that's it, guys. So that is my collection of self-massage, self-care tools. It was kind of fun just to bust them all out, see what I have. I've kind of just accumulated them over the years. By far, the ones I use the most are the foam roller and probably the golf balls. Occasionally, those Pro Squeeze ones are pretty nice as well. So, thanks for hanging out, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, and subscribe to the channel for new content every single week. I will see you guys on the next video. I hope you have a great rest of